Ina here from the Rift Online Church, building God's kingdom in you. Now today I'd like to talk to you about leadership, and particularly when people in leadership need deliverance. And I want to say to you today, if you're in leadership and you're struggling and you're hurting and you got some real problems, admitting that you've been wrong, admitting that you need help, admitting that you need deliverance does not lessen your status in the kingdom. It doesn't lessen your value and your worth to the kingdom. A lot of leaders simply won't admit that they need help. I've known people in ministry that, they launched a ministry from a place of brokenness. They still had all this hurt and all this anxiety and all this fear and all this rejection that they hadn't dealt with, and they launch into ministry with all those issues, and they can only minister from a place of hurt, from a place of woundedness, from a place of let's tell it for what it is, pride. Because we don't want to admit that there's something, because we internalize and we said that, well, that means there's something wrong with me, and somehow it lessens my value. And it's like those motivational speakers say when they take that $20 bill, some of them use a $100 bill, and they crumple it up. So first they hold it up and say, who wants a $100 bill? Everybody raises their hand. He crumples it up, says, now who wants it? Everybody still raises their hand. He throws it on the floor and steps on it and says, now who wants the $100 bill? Everybody still wants the $100 bill. You know why? Because it's still a $100 bill. And likewise, even if you need some help, you got some issues, you got some baggage, you're still valuable. God still saved you. He still has a plan for you. But I beseech you by the mercies of God, leaders, if you got some issues that you're struggling with, you got some sin in your life, you're a public success but a private failure, I beseech you to seek out some help, seek out some deliverance. Connect with some people who've got something genuine from God, who've got a real anointing, some people who genuinely love you, genuinely care about you. Get some prayer, get some deliverance, get some other people fasting alongside you. I'm willing to help you. I'll turn my plate down. I'll fast with you if I got to. Shoot me an email. You're struggling with something. You got something you need to overcome. This is what we're supposed to do. This is what I wish somebody would have done for me when I was a little younger and I was struggling with stuff and nobody would help me. My pastor knew I was struggling. He didn't care. My tithes weren't much. I beseech you, by the mercies of God, as Paul would put it, if you've got issues, if you've got some rejection issues, you've got emotional baggage from failed marriages or bad relationships or abuse that you've endured and suffered, or any kind of victimization you've had in your life, and there are these deep wounds, you need to get those things taken care of. You need to get healed. Because then, instead of ministering from this wounded place, from this, it's like you're playing with pain. It's like an athlete who goes out on the field with a bad knee. Still a great athlete, but he's got a bad knee. You don't go to get it fixed. He's not going to perform the way he normally would. And it's the same thing in the kingdom. And it's not that it depends on our strength, but those things become hindrances. Because pain has a way of changing how you perceive things. Rejection has a way of changing how you perceive things. Jealousy and envy and pride and hurt and all these things that are not resolved are going to affect your perception. They're going to affect your interpretation of events and things. And a lot, I've seen it happen. I've had it happen to me. Where I would discern something, but then I'd misinterpret it because I was so hurt and I was so damaged and so messed up that I might start making assumptions. And fortunately, God would stop me. God has shut me up before I said anything. And I could have made a real mess of things. But if indeed you're struggling, go to our website, www.riftchurch.org. Click on contact, send us an email. We're not going to tell anybody. We'll keep it quiet, keep it under wraps. We respect your privacy, but we will come alongside you. We will pray for you. We will pray with you. Because we want to see you free. We want to see that you minister out of the identity that God intended you to have. Not the one you got pushed into because of everything that happened to you. I'm Sam Medina. God bless you, and God keep you.